What's up, Premier League fans? Hope you guys are good. Week 11 is here. We have the first game being the early kickoff between Stoke City going against Leicester. Stoke currently ranked 14th going in ring against Leicester, who are ranked 11th. This should be an interesting game, given that both teams are coming from different, going to this game having had a different result. Leicester having won 2-0 against Everton, who are currently not playing well, and Stoke, who lost at Vicarage Road to Watford 1-0. But I'm looking at this game thinking, are Stoke going to pose enough threat to beat Leicester, even though they're playing at home? I don't see it. But last time Stoke won at home was on the 13th of September, on the 13th of September this year. It's the 13th of September, yeah, this year. But Leicester have enough pieces that can pose a threat to actually win this game. Looking at this game, I don't see who's going to be the brightest pack. So I'm going to go for a draw, simply because I feel like the early kickers often tend to be a draw. Often tend to be draws. So I'm going to go for a draw. But if there were to be a winner, I will be more inclined to go for Stoke because they're playing at home. But like I said, I'm going for a draw for this game. Next game, we've got Huddersfield against West Brom. West Brom currently ranked 15th going against Huddersfield, ranked 13th. This is going to be the first meeting in the Premier League. So, like last week game between Southampton against Brighton being the first meeting, it's more likely to be a draw. But we're talking about Huddersfield, who are playing at home. Huddersfield, I trust them to do something. And West Brom are a good team. Don't get me wrong, they are a good team. But even though they put up a fight against City last week in the 3-2 loss to Manchester City, I don't feel like they will be able to stop Huddersfield. So I'm going for Huddersfield to win this game. Next game we have Newcastle United going against Bournemouth. Newcastle is a team that plays really well at home. They're currently ranked 9th going against Bournemouth, who are ranked 19th. Bournemouth lost to Chelsea last week. They're going against a team that plays really well at home. They play really tough, and it's one of those games. Like, I look at it, even though Bournemouth can play really good football at times, I don't feel like they could pose a threat to Newcastle in this game. So I believe the two are going to do the business. Their fans are absolutely fantastic, and Newcastle are bound to win this game. Next game, Southampton going against Burnley. Burnley in a tough opposition, plays really tough. They hardly concede a lot of goals. So Southampton, I don't see them beating Burnley. Burnley is a tough team. Sean Dyche, like I said, is a really good tactician and a really good manager. So I'm going for a draw in this game. Next we have Swansea going against Brighton. Another interesting matchup. But Brighton ranked 12th going against Swansea, ranked 17th. Swansea could have beaten Arsenal last week, but Brighton is not Arsenal. Brighton is a team that wants to stay in the Premier League, and they will do anything they can do in order to stay in the Premier League. So even though I believe they could do enough damage in this game and probably come away with a point, Swansea playing at home, and I'm favouring Swansea to win this game. Next we have Liverpool and West Ham to round up the Saturday games. Liverpool are going into this game without Coutinho, but good news, Mane is coming back. West Ham currently ranked 16th. They lost 3-0 last time they were playing at home to Brighton. Last time they also played against Liverpool, they lost 4-0. Are they going to be that team that you expect them to be, with because when you look at when you look at West Ham's team at the moment, they've got some really good individual players. As a whole, I don't feel like they are there yet. So I'm gonna go for Liverpool to win this game. On to the Sunday games. The first game is Spurs going against Crystal Palace. Spurs, Harry Kane is back. Spurs are ranked second. Spurs are gonna win this game. Next game we have City going against the Gunners. It's first going against fifth. Gunners, like I said, they could have lost to the Swans last week. Citizens coming into this game having beaten also what was a close game against Brighton, but Arsenal tend to play really well. They have found, I don't know how they did it, but they are like City's nemesis. They have found a way on how to beat them. Gunners against City, I'm gonna go for a draw. Even though I feel like City's firepower could be too much for Arsenal, but I will go for a draw. Next game we've got Chelsea against Man United. Another tough game, another big game. Chelsea, Mourinho, history there. Chelsea, I believe if they play the way they play, because United are going to come into this game knowing that they have a guy that already knows how that team already works, which is interesting. So it's down to Chelsea and their manager to do what they need to do. Conte is a very good tactician as well, but going to this game, it's going to be a mind game. It's going to be it's going to be a game of minds. It's just going to be a lot of mind games happening, not only in the press conferences but also on the field. So Chelsea has to be able to restrain themselves, in a way that they don't actually lose the focus. Otherwise, they will fall into the trap, into Jose Mourinho's trap, and they're going to lose the game. But Chelsea being at home, I'm favouring them to win this game. Next, we have Everton against Watford. Everton currently ranked 18th. They lost to Lyon in the Europa League, so they're out of the Europa League. Watford are a team that is very dangerous. They've got very good attacking threats. Richarlison, they've got really good midfielder in Doucouré, who I believe is a very good player. Probably leave the team hopefully next year, not hopefully, but probably next year, being that good. But Everton being at home, I don't feel like they can do enough to beat Watford. Watford are a really tough team, and that's why I'm favouring Watford to beat Everton. So, just a quick recap: Stoke v Leicester, draw. Huddersfield v West Brom, Huddersfield to win. Newcastle over Bournemouth. Southampton to draw against Burnley. Swansea to win against Brighton. The Hammers to lose against Liverpool. Spurs to win against Crystal Palace. City to draw against the Gunners. Chelsea to win against United. And Everton to lose against Watford. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy your games. And like I say, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe.